I have a really busy week ahead of me, so I am really going to lead heavy on a few of my family favorites. These are secret meals I only pull out of my pocket when I need something quick and easy and I need them to eat every last bite off their plates. But if you're new to our channel, I am Julia. I'm one half of the Canny Couple. We're a small homestead family that work every single day to merge homesteading and frugality. And I am all about making my life so much easier, so much faster with meal prep. And this is what I'm doing. This week I have a lot of projects I need to get done. I'm really busy, a couple of days ahead of me. A lot of things I've got to get taken care of. I need to not worry about food. I don't want to worry about food. I don't want to think about food. I don't want to I just want to be able to pull our food out, heat it up, and be done. So we're going to get us started on this meal prep. What we're going to have is we're going to have oatmeal for breakfast with a peach and blackberry kind of compote sort of thing. On top, we're going to see what it turns out. We're going to have pizza pockets for lunch. This is a family favorite. We all like those. And then we're going to have buffalo chicken crescent rolls for dinner. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is probably one of those meals that when I first made it, won me the husband. He loves this meal so much. It is absolutely one of his favorites. So let's go ahead and get started with this meal prep. So first we are going to start off with water. I've got my water. I'm going to cook the oatmeal in my thermal cooker, and I'm going to do the berries and the peaches as well in the thermal cooker. So we're going to get it all started. So I'm going to get that water boiling. That's about 8 cups of water. So we're going to get that to a rolling boil. And then I have in this pot, you can tell it's got a little blackberry on it. I'm going to explain that in just a second. I've got about 5 really good sized peaches. I'm going to go ahead and get these started to cook as well. I want this to kind of be real bubbly. Now, you're like, blackberries, those are expensive. Yep, they are. But this is just the start of our blackberry picking day. Well, we have a really productive bush. Like it's huge. It was like 3 plants, and it has turned into gallons and gallons and gallons of palm blackberries. So Aaron already started picking. We had to stop picking because of the wasps. They tend to are pollinating them. I don't understand, and they're blooming again, and we've not even hit peak yet. So this is a 2-gallon bucket. So this is almost a gallon, and I know we'll have more to add to this. So it just makes sense for me to use some of those. And we do like the flavors of blackberry and peach together. So what I did was I took a few of those, cleaned them, and ran them through my food mill. Now, these have a lot of seeds in them. That is why I had to run them through the food mill. Aaron does not like the seeds. He would way prefer not to have any seeds at all. So I have the juice here, and I'm just going to add it into these peaches. We're just going to get that all started bubbling, and it'll just finish cooking to make a really nice flavor for Aaron a little bit later. And I don't care if these turn to mush. I just want the peaches to actually just be cooked, and we're going to be careful not to make a mess. That is important. Let's not make a mess. Put that lid on my water. Okay, now that's done. Let's make our lunch. So I have tortillas here. Normally I'd make our own homemade tortillas. I'm not at the place where I could be like, oh, my homemade tortillas are going to make this awesome. They would taste great, but they would also be really difficult for me to work with at this point in my tortilla making game. So I'm going to count how many of these I need. They come 8 in a pack. We're just going to make sure and I have one more from the other day I'm going to pull out. We've been eating a lot of tortillas lately because they're fast and easy, and I can throw these meals together. I need 6 more. And I will count those out. I need for lunch for Isabel. And this is how we do this. Aaron. Nope, I was off. I need 4 more. Oh, yep, we're just right. Just right. And then we'll have fruit on this side. Whatever fruit we have, blueberries, anything like that, we'll just add those in here. And what we do is you take your tortillas and you just cut them from the middle to the end, like so. Just like that. You all are looking at me like, she's insane. What is she doing? Trust the process. We're going to fold these over and make a little pizza pocket, and they are amazing. Amazing. But first we have to make our pizza sauce. So normally I make my pizza sauce and I make it with oregano is my spice. I don't have oregano right now. I have no oregano in the house. I used it all and we've not replaced it yet. So that is something I need to rectify here, but this will work and it will still be a good meal. So we're going to get this lid off, and 1 can of tomato paste. I'm going to use the whole jar because I'm making a bunch of these for lunch. And these don't require, once you heat the cheese and you heat it through, they will not require you to do any more heating. You can reheat them. They're fine. They're really good with ricotta cheese. This week, I'm, again, keeping it super simple. Trying to make this go as fast as possible. And I'm going to get a little bit of water in this can to get any of the last little flavor and also to help smooth out this sauce. Okay, so there's that. We're going to add some olive oil to our tomato. Probably about a tablespoon, maybe 2. I'm going to stir my berries here, my berry and peach, while we're cooking. When I first told Aaron about this, he was like, I was like, can I leave the seeds? He said, no, please don't. He would eat it, but he would have been complaining the entire time. So I was like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I will get rid of the seeds. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of basil. Then I'm going to add a little bit of garlic. And I'm going to use all these again to make a homemade salad dressing. So we've got a few things to do right now. Not a lot of garlic, just a smidge. This is one thing I don't want to be overly strong in flavor. And then a little bit of Italian seasoning. This is I don't have any oregano, so let's use some Italian seasoning. It works. Is it perfect? No, but it's good. It tastes good. It works. We're going to give these a quick stir. Mix it in. What you want this to do is you want this to be, it's the consistency you want it in a sauce. And I'm going to pour about a half of a can of water from that tomato in here. We're just going to mix this in just to get it kind of smoothed out, all of that nice and incorporated. And it did turn out really good the last time I made these. I used to make these all the time before we had Isabel. All the time. This was like a go-to lunch for us. I make them with turkey and cheese and ham and cheese. You can really make these with anything else, but the pizza ones, by far Aaron's favorite. So that's about where I want my sauce. I don't want it super thick. I don't want it super thin. You're not going to put a lot of sauce on these. You can keep some for dipping. We don't really need that, but you don't have to put a lot of sauce. So you could put whatever toppings you like on pizza onto these. This is just like a different way of making it. So we're keeping ours simple because I don't want to have multiple things of these in my refrigerator. I want one. I want one in my refrigerator, and I'm only dealing with one thing to open and close, and don't have to figure out who gets this one, who gets that one. I like them with mushrooms or other meats like sausage are good, but I have to think of other people, we eat a little bit more plain. We're going to put just enough sauce on here to give it a good smear all the way through. See, I don't do a huge amount of sauce. And what I'll do is I'll lay all these out on my countertop and I'll just do an assembly line. But I want to show you what this looks like. So we're going to do here. And then we're going to take a small amount of cheese. Not a lot, just a little bit. And this is 2 blocks of mozzarella. Use whatever cheese you like to use with your pizzas. I am if it's Italian, if it's a spaghetti sauce, tomato sauce, I'm a mozzarella girl. I don't really care for any other type of cheese with those. I just want the mozzarella. I think it tastes better personally. And we're going to put a few pepperoni here on top of this, on one half of it. I don't want to do more than that half. Okay, and then we're going to fold. And this is where we have to kind of watch it because we make sure everything stays in. You don't want to overfill these because you want to be able to fold it. And you'll see a lot of people cook these in the microwave. I don't cook or not in the microwave, but like in a toaster oven. I just bake mine and we'll just eat these cold the next day. But here's what it looks like. It's like a little pizza pocket. And what I'll do is I'll lay all of these on the tray, and from there I'll cook them for about 10 to 15 minutes until everything gets cooked all the way through. Let them cool, put them in the oven, and when it's time to eat, pull them out. Works amazingly well. So that one is done, and I'm going to work on those here in just a minute. But let's get breakfast finished. So I can tell you now, my pot is screaming hot. Well, actually, let me go ahead and open up my oatmeal. Open up the oatmeal. And we're going to grab this pot here. I'm going to set it on my cut board here. It'll be fine. I'm going to burn myself with steam. I'm going to put this lid on the fruit because it will go on top of this here in just a minute. And I've got my oatmeal here. I'm going to put in 3 cups of oatmeal. Maybe 4. We'll see. I have enough water in here I could do 4. Yeah, I got enough for 4. I'm ready to get another bucket of oatmeal upstairs. Put to the side. Okay. Then I'm going to take a smaller one. We're going to set it right on top. And let me grab the thermal cooker. Here she is. It's a little hot still. And in 2 hours, breakfast will be done and I don't have to do any more work. It'll just cook itself. I don't have to keep my stove going. My stove can go off now. I love it when a plan comes together. I like to just be able to turn things on and turn things off. It makes it so much easier. It makes it so much easier. Now let's make our dinner. Dinner is just as easy as lunch, if not maybe more so because of what it is. This is Aaron's favorite thing I cook. I don't know why he loves this thing so much, but he does. He just, one of his favorite things that I cook, it just is. It's so simple. And when I first saw it, you always see taco ones. And I was like, I bet you can make this with buffalo chicken. And ever since I started making it with buffalo chicken, it's just been We've never had a taco one. We've always had the buffalo chicken one. I am going to take some of the pizza sauce, the cheese, and everything. I'm going to make it a little one for Isabel with pepperoni, because the buffalo sauce might be too much for her. She will try it. She'll eat it. But I don't want to set her on fire either. So we'll do a little bit of both. Put a little olive oil in there. Now what I like about these, and I measured my dishes. These dishes will both fit into my Ninja. So I don't have to heat the house and I don't have to use a lot of electricity cooking these things. I could just pop them in there, heat them, and we're done. Normally I make my crescent rolls now, but today I was thinking of convenience over trying to bake, and I didn't have time to bake. I needed the convenience. This is a convenience meal for me. And we went to Aldi's. We were able to get them reasonably priced. So I need to lay these out. Now you can lay these out however. I'm not going to make this look super pretty. I'm not. That is not the purpose of this meal at all, to look super, super pretty. It is, the purpose of this, Mama needs that cutting board, is to just be good. That's the purpose of this meal, is to be a good meal, to fill us up and to enjoy it. Aaron's going to drown it in more buffalo sauce before it's all said and done with, so it really does not matter. So I'm going to take 6 of these crescent rolls and push them around. I'll probably need to get 2 more out of, actually, yeah, let's go ahead and do 2 more. And all I want to do is kind of make like a crust with the crescent rolls. And we're just going to press them in. You can get the ones that are already pre-made. Or don't have the lines in them. I just find those to be a little bit more expensive. You can just buy the cheaper ones and just kind of make it. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be pretty. It's going to be eaten. So this is my bottom for our crust. And then I'm going to make Isabel hers here in just a second. Let's get it open. I wish they would come up with an easier way to open these things. Like, they're not hard, but I mean, you would think that at this point in time we would have something other than just like sealed, just a seal. So I'm going to use 4 for hers, because she doesn't eat as much. She just doesn't. That's just where we are right now. I'm not going to waste the whole pack. It just doesn't make sense. And again, she'll eat some of ours too. She'll kind of go back and forth. I just want to have something on hand just in case she doesn't like it. So we're going to put some dollops of this pizza sauce we made. You all are like, Julia, that's a lot of pizza. I have a child that can eat pizza and pepperoni for every single meal. You would think she were deprived when she went a few weeks without pepperoni. She just loves it. So I'm not really that worried for this week. We're going to lay a nice layer of pepperoni on here. This one would be good. Aaron would want to try this one. If I didn't make the buffalo chicken one, he would want to eat this one. We're going to put a good amount of cheese on top so it's good and cheesy. It's like making a calzone, only it's with a crescent roll crust. You can do this with pizza crust or whatever. I just find the crescent rolls have a better taste, personally. And all I'm going to do is I put those other 2 on top, and I'm just going to kind of seal the ends a little bit. And there's hers. We'll bake it with ours. Now let's get ours finished. So we need to make the filling for ours. I need a bowl to get, or a plate for some of this cheese. I went ahead and prepped all the cheese. I went and got two blocks, 8-ounce blocks of cheese for, it was buy one get one, which is our sale price at our local grocery store. So I'm going to set that to the side. And in this bowl, we are going to go ahead and make our sauce. So this is about probably 2 cups of cheese. We're going to take a block of cream cheese. Now, you don't have to use the cream cheese, but I'm going to tell you something. When I started using it, oh my word, it changed it and it made it good. I didn't use cream cheese on this at first. I just did with cheese and buffalo sauce. Once I started adding that cream cheese, I use this filling for everything buffalo. Everything buffalo. It does not matter what it is. This is like the base of any buffalo dish I do. This is very, very meal. And it works. I've had people who do not like buffalo ask me how I make things. This is just the sauce I use. How I make this and what buffalo sauce I use so it's not so hot, and so they can make it themselves. I'll use this on tortillas as a roll-up. I use it for everything. I really do. And Aaron's very thankful because I'll even make just this as a dip to use for crackers. Okay. We have our buffalo sauce. This is Dollar Tree buffalo sauce. It works fine for us. Use whatever you like. I'm going to put in a lot. A lot. I probably used 2/3 of that. Now we're going to get the chicken. Yes, I have rings on this. That's because I just canned it. It hasn't been canned that long, and I hadn't got to getting them off yet. I don't know how your kitchen works, but sometimes mine, I don't. It's just things get piled up for me. So we're going to get the lids off. And I'm going to strain this into the sink. Normally, I would not do that. Normally, I would try to use it, but this week it's kind of, I don't really have that option. So I do have to strain it. So it's 1/4 and a pint of chicken breast. You can use any kind of chicken you can. I would say I probably wouldn't do like bone-in chicken, simply because it would be more work if you're trying to make this an easy meal. So now we're just going to pull all that chicken out into the bowl. And you can use commercial canned chicken. I've done that before too. What I would do is I'd always keep chicken frozen, cooked chicken frozen to make this meal with. That worked out really well for us a lot. We were eating this at least once a month before. Like once a month I'd make this because it's such an easy meal. And Aaron loves this meal so much. He loves it so much. It's so much better if you make the crescent rolls from scratch. I just don't have the bandwidth to do that right now. I needed a quick and easy meal, not a meal that's going to take me the afternoon to make. So we're just going to keep pulling this out. And then we're going to mix it all together after I wipe my hand off real fast. I will say I've been emptying out the jars. I mean, I have been emptying out the jars. It is time to start filling them back up. I've got so many empty jars right now. So now we're going to give it a mix, and I will add more buffalo sauce here. And that cream cheese is softened, so it is going to go together really smooth. You can put in more cream cheese, and don't be shy with the buffalo sauce if you're scared of heat. You're going to want to back off a little bit, but with all the cheese in this and all the chicken, depending on what buffalo sauce you're using, it might not be very hot. You might not get any taste of it at all. I once watched a video where she was making a buffalo chicken rice. I was like, oh, that looks good. She put in a tablespoon or teaspoon of hot sauce. I'm like, that's not buffalo. Like, I use more than that for one meal, like to heat up my own meals. We need a little bit more than that personally. So you're just going to do this to taste. You can add more cheese. You can add more cream cheese. The cream cheese is going to add a layer of creaminess to this. It's going to give it just gives it so much more. But I use this for everything. I'll use it for roll-ups. You can eat it cold. You don't have to eat it hot. But this, I would say this is probably Erin's favorite way to eat it. And it's good on saltine crackers. See here, it's going to be nice and thick. And it does need more sauce. For us, again, like whatever sauce you all like. I would get I'm just going to use it all. I would get the mildest sauce you use. If you're afraid of heat, go mild. Whatever kind of sauce you like to use. We are not, we find sauces we like, and then from there we add a lot. I won't need to add extra buffalo to this. Very, very little. Erin will still drown this in more buffalo sauce. Which is fine. He likes it. That's all I asked for. So I'm going to take our dish here, and we're going to stuff it full. I could wrap these individually. It's a lot harder than it looks, and it's a lot more time consuming. I like to just throw it into a pie pan and then cut it out later. And I like to use a round pie pan. So this, if you could do a long one, and I've used a long one many a times. Many a times I've used the long one. But with the long one, you run into your ends being more bready. So it's like you end up pushing all that bread to the corners versus your middle. So if you like the crescent roll taste, the ends will be great for you. If you want to have more of an even distribution of all of the meat, a round dish works so much better. It just does. So now we're going to put these final 4 crescent rolls on here. And again, I don't care if it looks really pretty. I just care that it's kind of covered. I'm going to kind of stretch it out just a little bit so I can get it just a little bit more coverage. I feel like people focus way too much on making their food look pretty. I really just care about making sure it tastes good and everybody will eat it. But I'm a different kind of cook. Okay, I got a little bit on everything. It's got a little bubbly. It will be amazing, I promise you. This, if you like a little heat, this is one of the very best things I make. So now I will get these in the convection oven here in a few minutes, but first let's make our salad dressing, because what we're having with this is a salad. Now let me get a wipe so I can wipe that off. Now we have lettuce that we grow, and last week I didn't get around to making a salad because I was gifted with corn and we had some squash come in the garden. So that's what we ended up having as a side dish. Now this week I need to use up the lettuce, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in and almost cut it all down to the bottom so it has a week to grow, a week or 2 to grow. That's kind of my plan with that. So this is an easy salad dressing. I want to tell you something. I've tried a few salad dressings homemade. This is the only one I've made that Erin actually likes. I don't know. He's just really picky, and I said, do you want me to try a different vinegar? Do you want me to try to change it up? No, just keep making this one. It's really good. So this is the one we make. I'm going to start by putting my seasonings in the bottom. We're going to start with some salt, a little basil, probably about half a tablespoon, and a touch of garlic. Again, this is where I'm going really light. I've been light with the garlic lately. It makes me want to sneeze right now, though. We are going to add some mustard, not a regular mustard. You want to add a spicier mustard. This is a spicy mustard we had in there. Erin said it's kind of like a Dijon, but it's not quite like it. So we're going to test it out and see if it works. But a Dijon mustard is like on point for this. Regular mustard does not work. We're going to add about a tablespoon. And we're going to do 4 quick pours of maple syrup. And I can't tell you exactly how much that is. Probably about 2 tablespoons. This was kind of how I made it the first time, and I kind of went with it from there. We are going to add our balsamic and our olive oil. I'm going to do the olive oil first. And we're going to do half a cup, so I have a 1/4 of a cup here. So we bought some commercial olive oil, and I made this while our refrigerator had messed up. And I put it downstairs in the basement because that refrigerator was working down there. So I was like, okay, we'll put just, you know, go ahead and make it, carry it back up. Well, I started running into an issue. It started congealing. When I went back to our other olive oil, it stopped congealing. So I was buying the more expensive olive oil. Wasn't as good as the other. Now this is a balsamic vinegar. You can use apple cider. You can use whatever. For this one, we're using balsamic. And we're going to put, that had a hard piece in it. It looks like it's a piece of congealed on the top. Well, we are not using that then. Okay. I need to go get some balsamic vinegar. Give me just a second. I will be back. We're back. And this is going to be going in the trash. I'm not quite sure what happened to that. So we will move on to the new ones we bought. This is brand new. I shouldn't have that issue. I'm going to get rid of my measuring cup. And we're going to pour in a 1/2 of a cup of the balsamic vinegar. Now I will tell you, I do try to back this off a little bit. I don't put quite the full 1/2 a cup in this just because it can get really vinegary. But it is equal parts vinegar, equal parts oil. That was just odd. Odd. And we're going to mix this in, and I'll put the lid on it and shake it. And Erin says it tastes better if it has some time to sit, so we're just going to get this together. I'll probably stick a spoon in this and give it a quick try though. They come together pretty good. This was the first time we've used this balsamic vinegar. It's from Aldi's. I wanted to have a couple on hand just in case. This is pretty good, I think. It tastes good. Yep, that'll work. We're gonna put the lid on it. And this is a old natural peanut butter jar lid. And the mustard helps it to kind of emulsify and stay together. So I have found the mustard's kind of a required piece to it. But there it is. Nice and done. And then we'll just get all of that in the refrigerator. It will do its thing and just sort of sit there for a while. So now dinner is done. I have nothing left to do for dinner except to get this baked. And I'm going to finish lunch, and when I come back, Aaron's going to give you all a try of everything. He'll do a taste test and let you know how it tastes, and dinner will be done. my week's meal prep will be done, and I'll have time to devote to other things that need to get done, as always. So we'll come back and show you what it all looks like.
Okay, so I'm not really for
First,
sure
you're
what we got.
You can't tell?
Well, I know that's the buffalo stuff, and I think you said
The pizza pocket.
okay, pizza pocket, and I have no idea what this is.
That's the oatmeal.
Okay.
So let me show you. This is what the oatmeal ended up looking like. This is Isabel's little pizza pocket, which she's already eating on.
There's
the oatmeal.
Okay. I'm going to try the pizza pocket first. Oh, good.
They're always good.
Always good. And then, I know what this is going to be like. This is always one of my favorite things. Used to. I could eat about half of one of those in one sitting.
He would.
I could.
Could you still now?
I probably could, but
you won't.
I know to limit myself. Those are so good. Okay. What we got in it? Peaches?
And the blackberries.
Okay, so the blackberries made the peaches.
Yep, turned color.
Change colors, okay. Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Very good.
You like it as good as you like the blueberries? You love blueberries.
I like the blueberries just thrown in oatmeal. I mean, I don't know. It'd be a hard decision.
But it's good.
It's very good though. Yep. So I guess that's it.
That's it.
So make sure to go over and check out our link tree, which has links to wherever we can be found social media wise. And make sure to hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. And
as always, thank you for joining us on the Canny Couple, where we work hard, live simple, and enjoy life. Have a wonderful day.